Hey, what is going on, guys? BJ Gruber here from my weekly Q&A. Feel free to ask me any questions you might have or anything you want to talk about. I just got off set today. I was doing a little. I'm actually not allowed to say, but it was a commercial project. Nothing too important. Got another little project tomorrow working with Thrillist. I'm also not allowed to say what that is, but I'm excited about a little short I'm filming next week with some of my co-creators from different projects. Adele or Beyonce? Wow. I mean Beyonce, right? Like she's the queen. Not that Adele isn't great, but Beyonce's incredible, man. Hey Garrett, you're awesome. What's going on, Wally? Yeah, Beyonce all the way. I mean, she can dance. Her early career is amazing. She's incredible. She's been around for decades. Sorry, bud. That's how I feel. You know, Adele's had some really great hits. Adele is great. But if I have to choose one or the other on like who's had a bigger impact on music, it's been Beyonce. J-Lo or Beyonce? Man, I'm still probably gonna pick Beyonce. I'm gonna pick Beyonce over a lot of artists. Again, not because J-Lo isn't great, but I mean, I'm going with Beyonce. Beyonce or Gaga? That it's hard. Gaga has had a huge impact on music, and I think we need to give Gaga a few more years, um, to see to see what she's gonna end up doing with it. I've actually never been to Europe, so I can't say. I live in North America. My friends are getting married, um, this fall in the UK, so I'm planning a trip there. I just gotta figure out how to pay for it, but that'll happen. I'm gonna make it there, and I think while I'm over there, I might also try to get to Amsterdam and to Paris. But yeah, they're my friends from Tom and Nash, from the cruise ship that I worked on. They are an adorable couple. Garrett, you should get on some Wi-Fi, man. Don't blow all your data. Although it's the month is almost over, so you'll get all your data back, I think, depending on when your cycle starts. Justin, I am well. How are you today? I gotta be on set in Brooklyn tomorrow morning at 8:30, so this one's probably gonna be a little bit shorter tonight. I'm gonna log off at 11:45 p.m. HIIT or running? Generally, I prefer hit training, cause it's less boring. Um, but you know, monostructural cardio has its place. Today I rode for 45 minutes straight and then ran 2 miles. I say ran, but like really I kind of shambled because like my legs were so blown up from the row. More of like a gallop. Converse or Nike? If I'm going with Converse or Nike, I'm going with Nike. Just because they're what I wear all the time and they're what I train in. I go with either the DSSX Reppers or with Metcon. I prefer the Metcon 2s over the 3s. The 3s are a little flimsy for me. Converse look cool, but my feet are too flat to do that. I mean, Undertaker threw that man off the cage all the way to the ground some 27 years ago. No, it must be like 18 years ago. Uh, but John Cena does all those Make a Wish Foundation things, and I think that's really respectable. Like, you know, if I was John Cena, I hope I would be as good a person as him. Um, because that's really incredible. Everything he does with the Make a Wish Foundation. My birthday is September 16th, And I do follow fitness programs. I have coaches who program for me, and then I do what they say. I'm working with a friend right now named Kareem who's using me as a case study for some different certs. We're modifying my training to adapt to how my body's feeling right now. Hey William, how's it going? But yeah, I've been doing a lot of glycolytic training, a lot of longer form endurance, and I haven't been lifting as heavy. I'm doing some rehab on basically my whole body after the open, trying to get everything back in order. Adding some more yoga back in, doing a lot more swimming, not as much heavy lifting. Although I love lifting heavy and I miss it, but I can't do it all the time. Getting too old for this. But yeah, I've been doing fitness for a long time, and I have a lot of friends who are trainers, and I have a couple certs as well in personal training. So either someone else is programming for me, or I'm programming for myself. Zings on Twitch or YouTube. I don't know what a zing is. What is a zing? Um, yeah, I can't figure out what that is. But the headshots are working fine for me. I've had a few people buy them already, so I'm not super worried about them not working. Hey Caleb, how's it going, bud? Upcoming gigs. I'll be in Tulsa, Oklahoma in a couple weeks working on a commercial project. Um, I'll get to that in a second, probably. And then what else? I'm filming a project that I wrote on Monday, and that's really exciting. And what was we got going on? Release of the Queens project will be. I think we're gonna have our premiere party on May 9th, and the release will either be then or a week or two later. We got to see how everything's going with our composer. Daddy Hunt was supposed to come out in February, so I am not the best source to ask about that. But I know they're doing the finishing touches, and season 3 of that will be out soon. Um, as far as Sigmund Freud's hypothesis that everyone's born bisexual, what else does he say about that exactly? Because I don't want to assume his viewpoint. Um, innate bisexuality is a term. And then, but through psychological development, which includes both external and internal factors, must become monosexual, while some remain bisexual. I think that might be true, but I think labeling our sexuality or creating boundaries for it like isn't great for us as a community or as a society. So, in my opinion, I feel like we should love people for being the people they are and not the body parts that they have. Um, so I kind of disagree with labeling it entirely. But if I'm gonna put terms on it, then yes, I think everyone is born completely sexual, and that they will love anyone regardless. And then through external factors, we are changed. I am with someone right now. They wish that I do not disclose their identity to the public, so I will respect their wishes. Hooking up with Jim on set, I wouldn't really call it hooking up. Um, but I mean, Jim is great. I love working with Jim. And I've had a lot of scenes and sex partners on set, or pretend sex at least. Yeah, he was like the rest of them. It's kind of awkward. You're like feigning intimacy, uh, in front of like a room full of people, and then you're like cut and reset. It's not very sexy, honestly. It never really is. It's funny that you say dick is an external factor. Would that make vaginas internal factors? I know it wouldn't. A vagina would still be an external factor, but I thought that was funny. But yeah, I think we're all born ready to love, and then we become changed through through our socialization, um, through a lot of reasons. And I feel like one thing that I've noticed is that if you're someone who loves all people, telling women that you could still love them, like if you love men, women or could love a man, women. I literally just answered this, VPHA. Then women become so weary of you, thinking that you're looking for a beard or something. When like no, just another person. Yeah, Caleb. The movie teeth is also what we would call an external factor, because you're not born with the movie teeth. You know. I feel you. Yeah, and I feel like 12 is kind of when that's like a normal age to start realizing sexuality in general. Um, so I feel like no one realizes they like anyone until they're like pubescent, right? That's when the hormones kick in. So I think 12 is a totally like that makes sense. You know, how many exes have I had? Um, I'm not really keeping track, and I feel like exes would be like people had been in a long term relationship with, and I think I've had like 4 or 5 like really serious long term relationships. And no, I am not single. Joan Crawford or Bette Davis. I like these. I like these either ors. Well, let's talk about it. What are Joan Crawford's main selling points? In her prime, she was really gorgeous. What were her big movies? I'm looking them up now. Hmm. Okay. 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 Or Bette Davis. Let me look her up too. Man, I think Joan Crawford. Yeah. Meryl Streep or Barbara Streisand. I think Meryl Streep. I love her film performances. Hmm. Yeah, Meryl Streep. Invader Sim, Surf or Turf. Um, do I have to choose? I mean, it's often a combo meal at restaurants, but I think if I could only eat one thing for the rest of my life, I'd go with surf. Just being like fish in general, as opposed to beef, because I feel like I would feel better if I ate fish all the time than if I ate beef all the time. But I love a good steak. Cheston, I did answer this. Yes, I'm in a relationship. Yes. Oh my god, I love sushi. I eat sushi all the time. New York has awesome sushi. There's a great place in Astoria called Matsu Sushi on 30th Ave that like for every $15 you spend, they give you like a large thing of sake. All right, I'm gonna log off in 2 minutes. Um, I think I would have to meet them to decide. Yeah, I mean, if we're just going from like their on-screen personas, then Chris Pratt. But um, yeah, I think before I decided to sleep with them, I would want to meet them first. It's in, the connection is important to me. Good night, guys. Have a wonderful day tomorrow, and be safe.